Damian Lillard is calling his shot. Portland's all-time leading scorer is ready to leave the only team he has ever played for all of his career. After 11 seasons in Portland, 7-time All-Star Damian Lillard informs the Blazers that he wants to be traded. But it all still looks complicated as the Blazers are not being very reactive about it. So join us in this video as we explore why Damian Lillard wants to leave the club of his life and why the Blazers are willing to wait months to trade Damian Lillard. Damian's time at Portland comes to an end. After spending 11 years with the Portland Trail Blazers, Damian Lillard, a 7-time All-Star and highly respected player, has made a crucial decision. He also wants to contend for an NBA championship, a goal that has eluded him in his tenure with the Blazers. Seeking a change, Lillard expressed his desire to be traded, a request that the team confirmed. The Trail Blazers general manager Joe Cronin acknowledged Lillard's request, emphasizing the team's commitment to winning and doing what is best for the organization. While Portland would prefer to retain Lillard, he has clearly stated his preference for playing elsewhere. Lillard has caught the attention of teams like the Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets, and Philadelphia 76ers, among others. Reports suggest that his top choice is Miami, the reigning Eastern Conference champion, although it does remain uncertain if the Blazers will facilitate this specific move. Lillard's exceptional performance last season, where he averaged 32.2 points, solidified his reputation as an outstanding player. With 7 All-NBA selections and a spot on the NBA's 75th anniversary team, he has undoubtedly made his mark in the league. However, the coveted championship has remained elusive throughout his career. In recent weeks, Lillard has held multiple meetings with Portland management, voicing his desire for an upgraded roster that can compete for a championship. Despite his efforts, the team's attempts to meet his expectations have fallen short, leading to his decision to seek a trade. Interestingly, Lillard's request comes amidst the NBA free agency frenzy, with Portland making waves by reportedly securing Jeremy Grant with a lucrative 5-year $160 million deal. While Lillard has achieved remarkable individual success, he has struggled to find postseason triumph. The Blazers have only won 4 playoff series during his tenure, reaching the Western Conference Finals once. Disappointingly, the team finished well outside the playoff picture this past season with a record of 33-49, marking the second consecutive year of missing the playoffs. Notably, Lillard etched his name in Blazers history by becoming their all-time leading scorer, surpassing the legendary Clyde Drexler's record in a game against Oklahoma City Thunder on December 19th. He is the only player in franchise history to earn 7 All-NBA honors, and one of just 3 players to be named All-NBA First Team during their time with the Trail Blazers. Additionally, Lillard is a 7-time All-Star, the 2012-2013 Kia Rookie of the Year, and a proud member of the NBA's 75th anniversary team. While Lillard's professional journey in Portland may be coming to an end, he recently experienced the thrill of winning an Olympic gold medal alongside Miami's Bam Adebayo at the Tokyo Games. This positive experience with Adebayo has further fueled speculation that Lillard's desired destination is going to be Miami. How good was Damian Lillard for the Trail Blazers? Aside from being the Blazers' top scorer, Lillard is also number 1 in three-pointers made and attempted by a large margin, as well as Portland's all-time leader in free throws made and free throw percentage. He ranks in the team's top 5 in games played, 769, assists, 5,151, and field goals made, 6,281, and attempted, 14,299. Aside from being Portland's top scorer, Lillard also dominates in three-pointers made and attempted, as well as being the all-time leader in free throws made and free throw percentage. He is a force to be reckoned with, consistently averaging at least 24 points per game over the past 8 seasons. With an average of 25.2 points per game throughout his career, he ranks 4th among active players, just behind Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, and LeBron James. Lillard's achievements are impressive, placing him among the Blazers' top 5 in various categories, including games played, assists, and field goals made and attempted. However, there is one notable omission on Lillard's impressive resume: a championship title. And now he is determined to change that. In an interview with former teammate Evan Turner on the Point Forward podcast, Lillard expressed his desire to be remembered for his principles and resilience, regardless of his success or failures. He wants to be known as someone who stood tall in every situation. To achieve his championship aspirations, Lillard is seeking to move to another team, whether it's the Miami Heat, Brooklyn Nets, or really any other team. it would require a substantial trade package of players and draft picks to persuade the Portland Trail Blazers to let go of their prized player. Lillard's contract adds to the complexity as he is set to make nearly $46 million in the upcoming season and potentially up to $216 million over the next 4 years if he exercises his option for the 2026-2027 season. While Lillard remains beloved in Portland, speculation about his future arose when the Blazers chose point guard Scoot Henderson with the 3rd overall pick in the 2023 NBA Draft instead of trading the pick for an established star. However, Joe Cronin, an executive with the Blazers, expressed confidence in retaining Lillard. He emphasized Lillard's deep desire to win and his passion for the team. Lillard's vocal expressions about his ambitions are seen as positive, reflecting his commitment and challenging the organization to excel. Despite these statements, Lillard's trade request has now been made, and according to Cronin, completing a trade involving Lillard could take months. The franchise aims to ensure that if Lillard ultimately leaves, they secure the best possible position for the future. Trading away one of the greatest players to ever wear the Blazers uniform requires careful consideration and strategic planning to maintain the team's competitiveness. Cronin genuinely cared for Lillard's future and sought the best outcome for both parties. However, he recognized that involving multiple teams in negotiations often led to more favorable results. Such deals were hard to come by. While Cronin expressed his satisfaction with retaining Jeremy Grant and Matisse Thybulle, he remained focused on upgrading the team through trades. He hoped for more time to explore potential deals before Lillard made his trade request, but understood the reasoning behind his decision. The coach couldn't help but feel a sense of personal failure towards Lillard. He believed he had not built a roster competitive enough to satisfy Lillard's desire to win quickly. Nevertheless, Cronin maintained his belief that the young core of Henderson, Sharp, and Anthony Simons possessed the potential to become impact players in the near future. Top 3 landing destinations for Damian Lillard if he leaves the Blazers. So if Damian Lillard finally leaves the Portland Trail Blazers, despite the speculations of him being linked to some teams already, these are the top 3 teams where we think that he could land. First up on the list is the New Orleans Pelicans. Thanks to the draft picks obtained in the Anthony Davis trade, the Pelicans possess the necessary assets to acquire Lillard. With a talented but star-lacking roster, they have struggled to consistently contend, especially with Zion Williamson's injury woes. Bringing in Lillard would immediately transform them into championship favorites. Moreover, reuniting with former teammate CJ McCollum would reignite their chemistry. The Pelicans' strong wing defenders would complement the smaller backcourt too, mitigating any defensive concerns. Next up is the iconic New York Knicks. Reports suggest that the future of the team will revolve around Jalen Brunson, who showcased his brilliance during an impressive playoff run. However, Julius Randle's underperformance in the postseason has left a void. The Knicks could explore a trade package involving Randle and draft picks to secure Lillard's services, although the Blazers might insist on acquiring promising young star RJ Barrett in return, putting the Knicks in a difficult position, but nonetheless, a backcourt featuring Brunson and Lillard would form an elite scoring tandem. Defensive support from players like Mitchell Robinson and Quentin Grimes, along with the defensive prowess of Josh Hart, would enhance the duo's lethal scoring abilities. Lastly, the Miami Heat emerges as a dream landing spot for Lillard. He shares a close friendship with Heat center Bam Adebayo, making this destination particularly enticing. However, acquiring Lillard without parting with Adebayo poses a challenge. The Heat could construct a trade package centered around promising young talent Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, and future draft picks. Despite Hero's recent struggles, he remains a valuable asset. Pairing Lillard with the tenacious Jimmy Butler would create one of the most formidable duos in basketball. Their clutch shot-making abilities and knack for inspiring their teams during pivotal moments would be invaluable. Lillard's scoring prowess would address the Heat's offensive struggles throughout the season, catapulting them into contention. So in conclusion, Damian Lillard's potential departure from the Portland Trail Blazers has opened up a world of possibilities. The New Orleans Pelicans, New York Knicks, and Miami Heat present enticing landing destinations for the star guard. Each team offers unique opportunities to contend for championships and form potent partnerships that could reshape the NBA landscape. Where Lillard ends up remains uncertain, but his arrival in any of these cities would undoubtedly ignite excitement and set the stage for an electrifying future. There is no doubt, however, that Damian Lillard's impact on the Portland Trail Blazers is undeniable. He is a dynamic player who excels in scoring three-point shooting and free throws. While he strives for a championship, his desire to be remembered for his principles and resilience remains steadfast. The prospect of a trade looms with various teams vying for his services. However, such a deal would require a significant package of players and draft picks, and negotiations are expected to be lengthy. Ultimately, the fate of one of the league's premier talents hangs in the balance, with the potential for a new chapter in Lillard's storied career. So, what do you think he could finally land? Let's hear your thoughts down in the comment section below.